Hi everyone, I'm here making this video to show you guys the rifle tournament. This is the Rivals Iron Fist League. It's their first tournament, so I'm going to be showing you from my perspective, basically. They're streaming it right now live on Twitch. I want to show you the games from my point of view. So this is the first round against Key Control. I'm playing on Fighting Pit, so I've chosen to play Borka. And then these are just cheap support units, basically, for the Borka. The Pitbull is still just one of the best units in the game. Rifles and missiles are super cheap and efficient, just great units. And obviously the Jump Jet Troopers are, instead of tank, simply because of the mobility required on this map. So we're just waiting for the first round to fire.
Field control.
Okay, so here we are. Game is starting. Me versus Key Control on Fighting Pit. So he's playing Oksana. Pretty typical stuff. I'm hoping not to see laser drones. That's one of the main reasons I have Talon in my deck, is in case my opponent goes laser drones. Laser drones are just hyper efficient right now. So we're going to go rifles first and scout, just make sure we're not getting laser drone rushed. Looks like we're good. So we'll make Harvester. And we'll go and scout what he's up to. So he's opened War Factory. So we're going to wait. Okay, Buggy. So Buggy, we don't want to fight with barracks units. We'll get pretty wrecked. So we're going to save up for a Pitbull.
Building online.
Going to keep our rifleman away from his buggy. Don't want to let him pick him off. We want to maintain this unit on the field. Now we'll use it to block the buggy and try and get Pitbull shots. Right, so here comes some flamers. We'll get another rifleman and try and set up a 2v1. We'll need some more riflemen here. Basically just going to keep making riflemen to fight these things, and we're going to need to go into a Talon here, I think, to fight this this flamer. There is the laser drones I was worried about.
Nuclear weapon launched. Major structural damage received. Unit ready.
We're going to need to use riflemen and Talon, basically. Oh, a Phantom, okay. Very expensive response to a single Talon. Looks like we're just going to want to spam Pitbulls here. I'm not sure what my opponent's saving for. Quite a big delay on his next unit though. Out come lasers. I think he might be saving for a tech unit given how long it's been since he last made a unit. More laser drones. There's no tech unit yet. So we'll take this missile. And then we'll gang up on these laser drones. And we're going to get his Harvester. Okay, there's a Basilisk. Interesting. Boosted the Basilisk. We're going to get his Harvester here. And we're going to go Talons. We're going to send everything at this Basilisk. So 4 Pitbulls plus a Talon, we should be able to take out the Basilisk. Yep, there it goes. Make another Talon. Looks like we're going to need Rifleman here. I'm going to make a Borka. Here comes the Phantom. We've got 2 Pitbulls for it. We've got a ton of money, so that's why our Harvest is on the pad now. And now we just park a unit on each pad. And that should be game. And there it is. Alright, so we are 1-0 in this tournament. And yeah, I'll be back for the second round.
You are victorious.
Okay, here we are. Second game of the rifle tournament. So we're on down the middle, so I'm going to play this artillery deck. I think we're going to play Scavengers. Due to the tight constraints of the map, I think Scavengers is going to be really strong. This is what we're going to play. And hopefully this will end up being a good deck. Okay, so we're going to play artillery. Hopefully the opponent is not going to be playing laser drones. That's an extremely good counter to me. He normally plays not aggro in my experience. So as long as we can make it to the artillery, we're probably in good shape. But we'll have to wait and see when we get into the game what he's actually playing.
Establishing battlefield control.
Alright, here we go. Playing against Zowie. He is playing Seth, which means he probably is playing the not aggro. So we're going to open rifles to scout, make sure we're not getting laser drone rush. Looks like we're not, so we'll make some harvester. We do want to stall, so we're going to pull back. I want to keep the missile stalled as much as possible. We'll make scavengers for these wheels. And again, we're happy just for the missile not to be charging at all. He's probably going to go flamers next. So we need to be ready. Yep, there they are. So we're going to be ready with the venom. Hopefully we get the 10 from this wheel squadron. We do not. That's unfortunate. And here are the bikes. Predictable. Again, we're looking to stall as much as possible. We're going to want some more scavengers here. Alright, so here comes a tank. So we are going to want to block this from getting my harvester. And then we're looking to just go artillery. Another tank. So now we're just saving up for artillery. And we now have artillery. So now we just block the tank from reaching it. And now we just make scavengers to protect the artillery from air units. And we'll boost it to kill incoming units. Alright, let's push the artillery up. I'm not sure my opponent has an air unit, so it's going to be difficult for him to fight this artillery. Looking pretty good so far. Just killing everything he sends in with the artillery. I don't think he has an air unit, so I actually don't believe he can win the game anymore. Looks like he's pretty locked out here. Okay, we have time now, so we'll move the artillery up a bit. And we also have infinite money, so going to be looking to move this harvester onto a pad. Just keep boosting the artillery, killing everything he makes. Yeah, I don't think my opponent's deck is capable of defeating the artillery. That's why I decided to play artillery on this map. Alright, and there you go, guys. That's another victory for me. So I progressed to the quarterfinals, I believe. So yeah, we're back when we get to the quarterfinals. Okay, here we are with the third round. This is against SRPSS, extremely strong player. As you can see, ranked 14 Tiberium. I've chosen to play Fnatic Aggro. The reason for this is that I want to play Seth on a free pad map. And I want to play Fanatics against SRPSS because he often plays Mutant Marauders. These are a good way to actually clear Mutant Marauders. He also is well known for Sniper and Borker. I'm hoping he isn't playing Sniper. This deck is quite weak to Snipers. The Fanatics are a liability against them. Borkers as well, quite a big of an issue. So we're hoping he's playing Mutant Marauders. Not that we'll necessarily win if he's playing Mutant Marauders. But if he's playing Sniper Borker, I think I'm in a lot of trouble with this deck. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what commander he has when we queue up. Alright, so here we go. So here's Jackson. This means he's definitely going to be playing Orca Bomber. He's probably playing Jump Jets on this map because they can get across the rocks. This means I think he's less likely to be playing snipers if he's playing the jump jets, but he could be playing snipers still. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping he's not playing jump jets. It's tough, man. Jump jets and snipers are both really difficult for me to beat. Jump jets have a lot of mobility across these rocks to get between pads. Snipers are just a very high power unit. So yeah, either way, I think it could be tough. SRPSS is a very talented player, so not feeling too confident. We're going to send a single wheel to scout whilst the Fanatics go after the missiles. It is snipers. I was really hoping it wouldn't be snipers. Alright, he has let us walk up to his snipers, but it just doesn't matter. Fanatics are so bad against snipers. This is going to be an impossible matchup for me, I think. Or very, very difficult at least. Okay, so he does kill my Fanatics boosting my wheels. No, as you can see, the snipers are extremely good against Fanatics. This is going to be nigh on impossible, I think. The Fanatics are a colossal liability in this matchup, unfortunately. Alright, so we are on all the pads. Alright, it's looking good for the first missile at least. The Ceph drill pod is very powerful. Alright, we took the first missile thanks to Ceph drill pod. We're going to run these flamers away and try not to lose them to this Borka. Alright, Borka does kill them. Not a lot you can do against a Borka there. Borka has lost some hit points, so it should be easier to take out than it used to be. But we are going to try and get some bikes on it. We're going to send a single wheel to trigger his Orca Bomber. I believe we did start triggering it. We did. The Orca Bomber did drop its volley. That was intentional by sending the single wheel. So now we need Fanatics supported by bikes. And I need to deal damage to this Orca Bomber before it gets to reload. Alright, so it is about to reload. We're going to run away past his snipers, so if he wants to bomb my stuff, he'll have to kill his own snipers to do it. And we'll make a Banshee. We do want to use Scorpion tanks here for these pit bulls. Alright, here he goes again. Okay, we do take down the Orca Bomber. Looks like we're going to win. Alright, nice! We've managed to snipe it. And there you go. It is best of one, so I do progress to the next round. Good game, SRPSS. Well played, my dude. Just a little bit of luck there at the end, I think. Getting that 6 steal. Alright, I believe that puts me through to the semi-finals against Wwf Yen, which is to be a best of 3. And yeah, we'll be back for that event. Okay, here we are with the semi-final against Wwf Yen. I'm playing a very strange deck here. This is based on the deck he's been playing in the tournament. He's been playing a Mutant Marauder triple air deck, so I've got Shatterer for his Mutant Marauders and Slingshot for his triple nod air. I believe these two units are going to be very strong against his deck, assuming he plays the one that I'm expecting. If he doesn't play that deck, then this deck is going to be very weak, I think. So this is really a deck based on prediction of Yin's deck. Okay, so here we go. Yin is playing a Ceph deck. That's probably a good choice on Mid Oasis. Doesn't really mean anything yet. I'm kind of expecting a laser drone rush on Mid Oasis, so I'm going to open with rifles to scout and see what he's up to. So he has gone laser drone rush as I predicted. So we'll wait and see what he does next. If he goes for like a harvester or a venom or something. He has gone harvester, okay. I'm going to pull out a slingshot. I'm going to try and block his harvester from harvesting. Whilst the slingshot takes out the laser drones. And then I'm going to go for a harvester.
Harvester ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Watching the rifleman slingshots guns alone. Slingshot will bring them down.
Unit ready.
Ready for action.
I believe the slingshot is going to be very good against his deck. There's the Marauders we were expecting. We do have Shatterer in our deck, so we're going to make that. We put that on defense. Then we do, of course, have the Shatterer to protect these slingshots. So that's basically our combo here.
Unit lost.
We're going to be making more Shatterers and more slingshots. Yeah, his whole deck, this is why we built this deck. His deck, I believe, is very weak to just this deck in general.
Defense online. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Defense lost. Unit lost.
Alright, there's the flip.
Missile
Take the first missile.
Unit lost.
And we just need to make slingshots and Shatterers, basically. This low life Shatterer I want to suicide.
Unit ready.
I don't believe his deck has any units that either, like, Slingshot and Shatterer should combo to kill every unit in his deck, I believe.
Unit lost.
So we're just going to be making those.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Slingshot and watching the attack in-game. Slingshots guns are loaded. Ready. Lock in low. Slingshot. Lock in low. Watching the
As you can see, we've got a ton of money. We're actually going to move this Harvest as the pad soon.
Unit lost.
Oops, I've built a little bit too many slingshots here.
Unit lost.
We're going to need some Shatterer.
Warhead cancelled. Unit ready.
engaged. Slingshot moving out.
Unit ready.
No targeting solution. Sling firing.
Warhead cancelled. Defense lost. Unit ready.
As I said, I believe this deck hard counters Yin's. Alright, take the first game. That was pretty much just I built a deck to counter his. You know, my deck just basically hard countered his deck.
You are victorious.
Okay, here we are with the second game of the semi-finals. I'm predicting Yin will change his deck after that last one. So I've switched to Nod. I expect him to play Inferno with Scorpion Tank this time. Or at least, if he doesn't do that, he'll play a deck that's similar to the previous one, but will have Scorpion Tank, I expect. So I'm going to basically just try and mirror him a little bit. I'm a little bit scared of Phantoms when I play this deck, but I want access to the Laser Drones and the Venoms, because they're pretty powerful right now. So yeah, we'll try this and see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. Second game, he's playing Nod again, which is predictable. Yin loves Nod. Hopefully it's not exactly the same deck. If he's playing exactly the same deck, then I think we're definitely unfavored. But given that last game I hard countered him, I think it would be crazy for him not to have changed at least one unit out. I mean, my last deck was so weak to Scorpion Tank, it would be crazy for him not to have at least added Scorpion Tank to his deck or something along those lines. Alright, so again, Middle Oasis. We're going to open Militants. I really don't want to go Harvester first on this map. He has gone Harvester first. It's complete insanity. Like, if I just Bike Rush him, he just loses the game. So I don't know why he's gone for Harvester first, but there you go, he did. We're going to push our rifles up so we can scout his base, see what he's got coming out next. Another Militant. Okay, so we'll back up and double up our Militants. We're going to go into Bikes quickly and start pressuring his Harvester. Use our rifles to protect.
Your launchers will bust their dials.
And make another rifle squad to continue the harassment. Because he's gone bikes as well. We should be able to pressure his harvester to death here. And we'll go Scorpion for his bikes. We do get the harvester. There's a chemical buggy. Looks like he has changed deck, which was predictable. But we have a massive war factory advantage now. This map is very, very unpleasant to play. Once you get behind, you tend to get wrecked. Okay, so I made a huge misplay there doing the drill pod before the chem buggy was dead. I thought the chem buggy had died. So we kill another harvester. We're going to go into air tower to answer the scavengers and the chemical buggy. Venom and laser drone is going to be very strong here. We should be able to fire the missile here. We do, excellent. Alright, so this game is going to get very stupid now. It's just going to come down to laser drone spam, like laser drones and venoms and whatnot. Which is going to be miserable. Here comes a chemical buggy. Let's try and gang up on that with our anti-vehicle units. Alright, we do take it down. We do get his harvester again. That's nice. We basically have infinite money now. We're just kind of looking to make enough stuff to control the pads with at this point. Let's bring the venom down here. Laser drones down here. Lasers are going to be very important in this matchup because they're the only thing that effectively kills. It will effectively kill laser drones. Alright, so we are looking to take these two pads. Hopefully we can live long enough against this chemical buggy. But if not, we'll send laser drones over there. Okay, we're going to go for the block here. And we do take the missile. And that is 2-0. I believe that means I proceed to the finals. Alright, and we'll be back with the finals momentarily. Okay, here we are with the finals. I'm going to play a slight variation on the deck I played previously. This one I'm going to play Fanatics. The reason for that is that the tournament organizers say we can't see the map until we've joined. That it won't tell us what the map is. So this is my first time I've just realized it's Battlefield. I obviously wouldn't have played this deck on Battlefield. Battlefield is the best tech deck in the map. I would have played Mammoth Tank if I'd known it was Battlefield, but going in not knowing the map, I'm forced to simply play not aggro. Because it's the only deck where you can guarantee that you'll be a reasonable matchup on every map. Alright, here we go. I am playing against Jax. He is playing Oksana. I'm a little worried based on the map, but there's nothing we can do now. I also would not have played Seth if I'd known it was Battlefield. This is a 2-pad map, but both of the pads are close together, so Seth is a lot weaker than he normally would be. So yeah, there's a lot of things I would have done differently if I'd known what map we were on. But unfortunately, the map is effectively random, so I had to just pick a deck and go with it. Alright, my opponent's gone Militants. We're going to make some Fanatics. See if he walks into them. He does not. We'll push up both our units together, try and get the Fanatics to go in. Alright. So we're probably going to need to go into Venom relatively quickly. Fanatics do not do well against Militants. Just in general, they're not very cost efficient. There's a buggy. This is not good for me. So we're going to have to go bikes for this buggy. Alright, we'll get the double Fanatic on this. Get the bikes on the buggy. We're going to suicide these... oh, he's gone Giga. Well, that's fantastic. Giga is absolutely, like, one of the best decks you can possibly play on this map. So we've basically just... We're getting a little bit wrecked by by map selection here. I think this is a little unfair, but what are you going to do? There's nothing I can do. My opponent happened to pick Giga and got one of the best Giga maps in the game. So we're going to have to use the laser drones. and the Venoms. Giga will basically clean up all ground units.
Ready to the ordinance.
It looks like he might be a little weak to these laser drones, luckily. Like, laser drone Venom does seem quite strong against his build. So that is our plan now. We're just going to do laser drone Venom for a while.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Block the Banshee. Alright, we take the missile. Very nice.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Gonna try and suicide this single laser drone. We're gonna need our own lasers to deal with this this Banshee here. And we're gonna want Scorpion tank eventually for this for these buggies once we can get to it. Let's make another drill pod. Block off these militants.
Scorpion ready to hunt. We will Scorpion, our lives are in for the Scorpion taking position. We will not.
Like I said, the Giga is obviously a huge issue. This is like the best Giga map in the game. That really sucks for me that my opponent just got like one of the best maps in the game for his deck. But it looks okay. We might be good here. Boosted Giga. If we can maybe kill it with these lasers, we should be okay. Block him off, maybe. We didn't quite get the block. Oh, it's getting close, man. Very close. Alright, it's looking good. Alright, we took the first game. Good job, team. That was a tough one. Really tough one. Alright, we're back for the next game momentarily. Okay, so we're joining for the second game in the finals. I switched Fanatics to Militants because Fanatics can be a liability when they're expensive. Alright, and it's Castaway, so another good Fortress map. Again, if I had known the map, I would not have played this deck. This deck is about mobility and pad control. And this is simply a brawl in the middle. I would have played Mutant Marauder, Chem Buggy if I'd known the map, probably. Or Giga Cannon, or MLRS. Really, any number of things would have been better. Alright, here we go. We're on Castaway. Obviously, I wouldn't play this deck if I knew we were on Castaway. Jack's playing Oksana again. Interested to see what his deck is. Hopefully it's not Giga again. If it's Giga again, I'm in a lot of trouble. This map is extremely good for Giga Cannon. One of the best Giga Cannon maps in the game. Obviously, you can park a Giga and it defends all of the pads. If he is playing Giga, we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. Alright, so we actually fucked up there a little bit and let him get defender's advantage on the first exchange. We're going to move to this top tile. Alright, we're not going to get there in time, so we're going to park down here. Make another rifle. We're actually going to push in here. I'm going to keep making rifles for now. See what he does. We'll push in 2v1 over here. He's actually focus firing down my middle squad, which I think is an error in the rifle mirror. Lets me get ahead like this. Okay, so he's gone Venom. We're going to Bikes. We'll pull away from the Venom. And then we'll try and swing our rifles around to intercept incoming units, because he's probably going to bring something in to fight the Bikes. He didn't, he just brought in more rifles. Laser drones, okay. Wait for one more volley and then run away. We need to go into laser troops. And we need Bikes and lasers. And we want more Bikes. And more lasers. Okay, so it looks like my opponent this time is not playing a deck that's great on this map. Yeah, kind of just, we're both just kind of rolling the dice every time we load up, hoping that our deck is going to be good on the map given. I'm going to Ceph Drill Pod here for a little bit more map control. Okay, it's artillery. Oh my god, that's so bad for me. Artillery is obviously like completely insane. It's going to be really difficult to kill artillery. We're going to send laser drones. We're just going to send laser drones at his artillery basically, and hope that he can't defend properly. Okay, if we do kill this first, do kill the first artillery, he isn't defending it properly with anti-air units. But we do buy ourselves some time here. We might even just take this missile and win the game. We do. Okay, cool. Opponent didn't play the artillery deck perfectly. Didn't really micro it properly, and didn't protect it with anti-air units. So, pretty lucky there. Artillery is very good against my deck, but fortunately, you know, he didn't protect the artillery properly, so that's how that goes. Alright, well, we're back for game 3 momentarily. Okay. Here we are for the third game. I'm going to play the Scavenger Artillery deck. Hopefully the map is good for it. Alright, so here it is, game 3. Oh man, my opponent's playing Jade. I've gone for artillery, my opponent's playing Jade. This is the absolute worst thing that could have happened. Again, I would never have played artillery on this map if I'd known it was going to be peaks and valleys. And my opponent is playing Jade, which is actually kind of a counter to artillery. It's very, very strong against artillery because you can nuke it when it sets up and it's impossible to dodge unless you Oksana boost at exactly the right time. So, unfortunately, we have been behind on the maps every single time. But, you know, gotta play the game, I guess. So it is what it is. Hopefully he's not playing Chem Warriors, but with Jade it's so likely. Chemical Warriors are very good against the artillery deck. It's one of the main reasons I started playing Venom. Ah, there they are. These are so good against my deck. I have to make Venom for this, and then he makes bikes, and, you know, then we get into a... Yeah, then we get into this. So I'm going to block his bikes for as long as I can with this single militant. I need to make lasers. And go after the bikes. Pretty much the worst matchup imaginable right here. Alright, so we have lost the missile. That's predictable when we're playing a tech deck. This is just such a bad matchup. Chems are one of the best things possible against the artillery deck. So I am not looking forward to this. We do need to get the artillery out to fight Chemical Warriors. And we need to get the artillery out with enough money to immediately boost it to save it from a Jade missile if possible. It's a very difficult matchup. Very, very difficult. Okay, so we are going to now make the artillery. And we do need to be ready to boost it. Uh-oh. Here comes Banshee. We do need to protect the artillery from this Banshee. We didn't quite get the dodge. Alright, that's probably game. Like I said, this matchup is absolutely heinous. This is the worst matchup I could possibly have gotten when I'm playing artillery, so yeah. That's the way that goes, I guess. Alright, we're back for game 4 in a second. Okay, here we are with game 4 of the finals. I've chosen to play a GDI deck with Borka and Drone Swarm based on the fact that my opponent chose to play Chem Warriors last game. Chemical Warriors are very weak to the Orca Bomber. I'm hoping that because he won the game, he'll feel confident with that deck and will play the same deck again. So I'm trying to play a counter deck here. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Unfortunately, he's gone back to Oksana. We are playing a deck designed to counter
Building online.
his Jade Chem deck, so...
Riflemen awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
We are going to just hold position here. As GDI, I'm happy to stall. I think GDI is favored if the game goes on longer.
Unit ready.
And we'll go drones and eat his first rifle squad. Alright, so he's gone Venom, so it's pretty similar matchup here. We've both just gone into our air towers. I'm going to need to go into Pitbull next. This is one of the reasons that I'm happy to stall. I want to get all of my buildings online as quickly as possible. I think GDI gets a lot more powerful once all their buildings are online. And we are seeing the pathing bug here quite a lot. So we are going to kill his Venom, that's nice. And then we'll gang up on these laser troops. More laser troops, so we'll make more rifles.
Unit lost.
And we'll go in with the Pitbull to tank his rifles and then move in with more rifles. Pitbull's going to have to come down here for this Venom. Whilst Drone Storm goes up here to kill this infantry. And there's laser drones. Laser drones are very overpowered, I think. So we should be able to take this pad over here. And then take this pad over here with these.
Lost.
And we'll make a Borka and head this way.
Unit lost.
Alright, so we're just going to park our Orca Bomber here. Get some more missile troops down here. We'll send the Pitbull up this way. And the Borka down this way.
Unit lost. Warhead cancelled. Unit lost. Unit nuclear weapon
Okay,
launched.
well, a little bit of mismicro there. The air units tend to bug out around the missile, which is unfortunate. I think this is probably not a great map choice, given the pathing bugs that are currently in the game. But whatever. So we do save our Harvester.
Unit ready.
And we might get his. We do get his Harvester. We're gonna make another Borka and go for this pad over here.
Enhanced. Unit ready. Unit lost. Warhead
Dude, the pathing bug on this map is so heinous. There is a pathing bug currently where air units tend to freak out a little bit when trying to move around missiles. It's really unfortunate on this map specifically.
unit ready.
As you can see, my units tends to be my units are struggling a little bit with the map.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
As you can see, this game is going on forever. This is what I was worried about. This is what I was talking about when I said that the map ends up being a slugfest. Yeah.
Unit lost.
This map tends to go on forever because you just can never stop people getting onto pads. It's a horrible map. I hate it. Alright, so it looks like he's run out of money. He's now going for the Harvester, so I guess he's out of cash.
Warhead cancelled.
So we'll try and pressure him here whilst he's low on money.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Oh, this map is so boring. I hate this map so much, man. This is what always happens on this map. Just goes on forever. Okay, so we do take the missile here. We'll send the Borka to go clean up his Harvester.
Unit lost.
Avatar. Okay, Avatar's a little bit scary, but we do have Orca Bomber in the deck, so it's not like a game over like it would be for some decks.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Alright, that is the Avatar taken down fairly comfortably. We need one of these Borkas to live long enough to bomb these laser troops. Here we go.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
And we'll try and block his Venom from getting onto the pad with all air units. Alright, we do manage to block his Venom from getting onto the pad.
Unit ready. Unit
Just about.
enhanced. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Now we're going to be here for like a week while we wait for the game to end. I actually don't have a harvester either, but that doesn't matter right now. I just got his harvester kill.
Unit enhanced.
Alright, we should be able to block him off and that should be game.
Missile.
Alright, there it is, guys. 3-0. We take the finals. And yeah, great shout out to the rifle guys.
Enemy base destroyed.
Thank you so much for hosting this tournament. You can find the information in the description of this video. Alright, thanks guys. See you next time.